All right. Hey, this is your host Shane with Mountain Crypto. I'm excited to talk to you today and give you some updates and give you some, we'll talk about the base network and airdrops. We'll talk about Bitcoin. Um, we'll talk about ETH, what's going to happen with ETH as a securities, as an investment, as a platform. I think it's a good conversation to think about. We'll talk about airdrops in general. Also, none of this is financial advice. I'm not getting any kickbacks from any of these people. I do have some, what do you call it, referral codes that I put out once in a while. But other than that, that's it. Okay, that's on you. If you want to try it, you get a discount. Doesn't cost you anything extra usually. So or it doesn't cost you anything extra no matter what. So, and we get a small kickback, which helps us invest. So, again, not financial tax advice, not legal advice, just information for you to add. And I got some good news, hopefully. I've been talking about my new studio. It's nothing great, but it would give me the opportunity to not get interrupted as much. I have a busy life. I get interrupted a lot. These things are important to me, not necessarily important to my family. There is definitely some support on cryptocurrency and things I do, but it's not without some issues when I spend time on it. So anyway, I'm also getting set up with a point-to-point Wi-Fi to get some internet to one of my outbuildings. We'll see how that works. That's part of having a place set up where I don't have to clear off the table and move stuff and wait for a private time and wait when they're not home. And, it just makes it where I can be more consistent. That's the biggest problem I've had. I've tried doing updates in my car, and none of that stuff works out. Also, I want to let you know I am pretty much completed with my book that I'm writing on Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in general. It's really, I think, a different look on it than I've heard anybody else have. So it's done, but I am making some revisions right now. Everything's always changing. I think I could revise it at the last minute. I'm trying to get my wife to go over the initial editing so that I don't have to pay for a lot of editing, but at least I can get the initial editing done by her. She's super smart, and she would do pretty good at that. So let's get right into it. Man, we got a lot of fun stuff to talk about. Let me get to my main screen here. Hopefully. I will. It will happen. I just have to, that's weird. So, okay, I think I know what's wrong here. Usually go here. Okay, there we go. All right, I got it. Okay, let me get on this screen here. We'll just make this a little bit bigger. All right, I think we're safe right there. Okay, so you got KuCoin battled in threats from America. They don't like the fact that people are on their website still, probably using VPNs, things like that. The global crypto market, as of yesterday, day before yesterday, 2.5 trillion with a volume of 103 billion, and Bitcoin was 66,000 at that time. ETH market right there. But let's look at what's going on right this second. Here we can see they'll give us the whole market here. 2.65 trillion. 2% change down. Some people are cashing out. That's a big question right now. Is Bitcoin going to do that last jump up before the halvening that I had hoped for? My last transmission, I was hopeful, but kind of saying, man, I don't know. Now everybody's saying it's going to go down. All the different crypto personalities, the charters, which makes me think it's going to go up. Because when everybody thinks one thing, it usually does the exact opposite, right? But yeah, it's kind of hard to say right now. I mean, we're at 67,000. So why did we have that big dip? That is something worth talking about. I'm going to talk about that. I've got some stuff to share with you on that, why we went down to 64,000. That wasn't, I think it spooked the market. I think we were going to go up, but that spooked the market. Who was the evil person that made that happen? Who could that have been? Well, let's see here. I had it here for you. Was it the U.S. government? I'll be darned. April 2nd, the U.S. government made a substantial transfer of $2 billion in Bitcoin to Coinbase, and they sold it all, and the market dropped to 64,000. So, one, they don't really care about how they affect the market. They could care less. Two, you got to ask yourself, was this intentional so that some of their buddies could get Bitcoin at a better price? My guess is yes, of course. What else would it have been? Look for the most corrupt, devious, evil thing that your government could do to you, especially when you're in the so-called free country, the freest so-called country of the world. And I love America. I love the Constitution, but I hate those who are running it. I hate their ideals. I hate their values. I hate their principles. I hate their lies. I hate their management. I hate their fiat. But I'm stuck and I have to deal with it. Okay, so we got to play the game and, you know, hang in there. This is a bump. I think it spooked the market. Otherwise, we would have gone up. I'm sure we would have hit that 75-ish or maybe better, but at least 75-ish. I'm positive we would have. So is a lot of other people. All right, so we'll talk about that in a minute. I will talk about that in a minute. So the halving, how's it going to affect the price? This is techreport.com. You can look this up if you want. We're only a few days off, 2 weeks from the halving. So my last minute jump is probably not going to happen. If it does happen, it's not going to be 74, 80,000, I don't think. It may go back up to 70-ish is the best we could hope for. We were on a pretty good trail last night. This morning started kind of going down again. In fact, I was just looking at the charts before I came in. You know, when you look at the MACD right here, the line is the MACD. We are a little up right now, a little up. We had that huge spike. That was the downward spike, huge spike down, and then we're going up again. But I was hoping to see something like this guy right over here. Yeah, that's nice. So yeah, that's where we're at there. So yeah, real price live according to this 67.4. Pretty good, you know. Let's see, can I change this chart for a weekly? I don't know if it'll let me. I don't usually use this one, but it was a good article here. If you want to read it a little bit more, this is dailyfx.com. It'll ask you if you're a U.S. citizen. I don't know why they're not allowed to show this news to people in the U.S. Like now we don't even have freedom of the press in the U.S. Like I said, I popped this up, dailyfx.com. I looked up Bitcoin price, I think, real time or live or something, current, and they didn't want me to go in here. I don't know what the heck. It's crazy world we're living in. So yeah, the halving's coming up. It's definitely going to put a pinch on the price, and here we are. right in this little level right here between about 66-ish and 67 and a half, right where we're at. Okay, so anyway, there's that. The article I was telling you about, you can't get to this one without clicking you're not American citizen at techreport.com. How's it going to react? Well, we know it's going to go up. A lot of people think there's going to be a dip down. We haven't had any huge dip downs. It's said that the last several dips we've had have only been in the teens. So we haven't really hit like a 20-30% drop. So that's not bad. We could be headed for something like that. I would say between now and after the halving. And you can see here, there's the 200-day moving average, the 50-day moving average, and that's what we're kind of sticking with that. So we haven't really dipped below that too much, so that's pretty good. That means we wouldn't be in for a huge drop. So there you go. There is signals that we could be making a big drop in the future here in the next few weeks. So we'll just have to see how it goes. All right. All right. So I talked about the base network. I looked into the airdrops. I was hoping all I'd have to do is hold ETH. So I read these articles. So you can find one here. Here it is. 7 upcoming airdrops in Coinbase ecosystem that could give massive gains at CaptainAltcoin.com. Okay, Rudolph Waltz. So here it is. Everybody's excited about airdrops. I'm excited about airdrops. Some of them used to be easy to get. All you had to do was buy the coin, hold it, maybe stake it, play on a platform a little bit. But it's getting more complicated. And if you don't have a lot of time, like I don't have a lot of time, I don't have time to do this stuff. So I read this and I was really excited. It says, crypto enthusiasts, airdrop hunters, take note. This guy here, Philanthrop, is a big voice in digital space. He said and confirmed 7 airdrops within the base ecosystem could potentially take place in 2024. Now, this just came out yesterday on the 4th. So this is all brand new information. Base is an Ethereum layer 2 network on an open source OP stack in collaboration with Optimism and Coinbase, offers secure, low cost, and developer friendly environment for decentralized application DApps. So the opportunity for Base Network is ripe. And I don't know if I have any more articles on this, but I want to just digress from these 7 airdrops just for a minute to talk to you about ETH. Okay? You might have heard in the news that they're talking about ETH being an ETF, you know, like Bitcoin. Probably not going to happen. Companies are already wanting to sue. The SEC is already hammering the Ethereum Foundation for information that they could use against them. So, you know, there's questions with ETH. ETH didn't come out the same way Bitcoin did. They pre-mined Bitcoin, you know, Satoshi mined, everybody mined, it all came out, the white paper. You know, they've changed their platform now. They used to be a proof of work and now they're staking, so that's different. Some of the original people who pre-mined are selling their ETH now, so that raises red flags and questions for the SCE. So BlackRock wants to invest in this. Big companies want to invest in it. So the politics side of me says this will pass eventually. But the government doesn't want to lose control of cryptocurrency. So some have speculated, including Simon Dixon, who's been pretty good at prognosticating the way things would go, that what we're going to see is out of these lawsuits and stuff that happen in the next 6 months to a year, that, or maybe longer, is that legislation will come out. Somehow cryptocurrency has to be dealt with differently, and we'll see. This is a political question, a political issue. As much as these big money-making companies had much power as they have as BlackRock to make things happen, it could be delayed. So I'm just saying with ETH, I mean, golly, if you buy $100 to $200 worth of coins and then you try to move it or sell it or swap it, it costs you more than the money of ETH, of the value of the coin that you have. So ETH is kind of losing favor with people as far as trading in and out of the coins that are on its network. Okay, so a lot of people who are in cryptocurrency are looking for the next hot coin. So they're going to buy that coin ahead of time through a wallet, through an exchange, through an airdrop. They're going to try to obtain it early because they want to get rich. And the fees are going to take that type of money, and it's pushing it away from Ethereum. And it's pushing it to Solana and Cosmos and all these other networks that have lower fees. And now we switch back to base. All this to get back to base, okay? With the kind of caveat that I don't think ETH is going to become a ETF anytime soon. Someday, but not anytime soon. I think it's going to affect the value of ETH too. Again, not financial advice or anything, but Base coming to the rescue kind of in a way, because the Base network is based on obtaining Ethereum that is put on the Base network. So that gets you in the door, that gets you where you can buy products and stuff like that, but it's so much cheaper. You can get on Coinbase app and buy Ethereum and then transfer it to a Coinbase wallet or a MetaMask wallet on the Base network. This is what gives you your Ethereum wrapped, Base wrapped, okay? And that's the beginning of this whole game right here of playing on Base. So 7 confirmed airdrops. We got Philanthrop here who tells us this is guaranteed. This is a open source, so Coinbase is not going to have a token because they don't want to get hit up by the regulators. So what they've done is they're using ETH and calling it an incubator and creating a new network to put it on. And so basically you'll have to go through Coinbase in order to get on this network and use their wrapped ETH, which they will make money from because they're staking all the ETH, okay? So, and they're going to charge fees. So pretty good way to potentially get around the creating their own coins is make money off of other people creating coins on your network, okay? This is going to create a lot of airdrops. This is the popular thing. Base is the Ethereum 2 network that is secure, low cost, developer friendly, built in a decentralized application and network for anyone, anywhere. Bricks Mint 30 unique smart contracts by minting all available NFTs on the platform. OX Swirl interact with smart contracts and execute transactions on the Base network. So basically, in order to get these airdrops, you're going to have to do some fancy stuff here. You're going to have to get this Ethereum on this layer 2 converted into this ETH base, and you're going to have to mint these NFTs. You're going to have to hold them. You're going to have to make transactions. You do that, you could qualify for some of these coins. So you got Zora, which again, you're minting NFTs from the Zora marketplace, has 60 million. Top VCs like Coinbase, venture capitalists. Where their money is, that's where you're going to make money, most likely. Not financial advice. Advantage Finance, a DeFi protocol for leverage trading. that raised 4 million, including from Coinbase. Seamless protocol edginess with decentralized lending and borrowing from Base. Satori Finance, looks like Satoshi almost, but it's Satori Finance. Trade BTC and ETH futures on derivative trading platform that raised 10 million. Bungie Exchange, a bridge agitator that raised $12.82 million, facilitating asset transfers between chains. So this is like if you want to go from the Solana chain to the ETH chain to the Base chain to the, whatever chains out there. There's tons of them. Philanthrop also mentions Compound, a well-known lending platform that raised $18.2 million from Coinbase and other top VPs as a potential additional opportunity on Base. It's important to note that airdrops are essentially free tokens distributed by blockchain projects to incentivize participation and build their Base use. However, their value can be highly speculative. Exercise caution. There's a lot of scammers out there that will give you fake stuff. So not for the faint of heart. Base ecosystem backed by the credibility of Coinbase. With a wide range of projects spanning DeFi, NFTs, cross-chain capabilities, airdrops could potentially offer substantial rewards for early adopters and participants. Incentives like Base aim to drive innovation and accessibility, while airdrops serve as a means to incentivize and engage communities. Whether these 7 airdrops will truly make investors rich remains to be seen. It's an intriguing opportunity. All right. So how can you do it? Well, nobody really knows, but you got the basics there. Here is a website if you want to check out captainaltcoin.com, how to get a Base airdrop. This is his opinion of getting airdrops, which are estimated to be worth $15,000. Does not tell you how much you need to put into it, which that's a big deal. Do I need to put in $1,000 worth? $100 worth? How much do I need to put in there? I can't find that information. If you see it, I'd love to know. So here you go. You go to chainlist.org, search for the Base network. By the way, you probably won't be able to do this as a U.S. citizen. You probably have to use a VPN and all kinds of stuff to get around all the roadblocks for you because you are not free. But this gives you the step-by-step. I'm not going to go through it because I haven't done it. I can't verify that this is 100%, but it looks pretty good. Another one, 13 steps to qualify for the rumored Base airdrop. Here you go. It's all there. Go to the I'll spell it out for you. THEFIPHARMACIST.com. It's the Pharmacist is what it looks like. And or you can look up 13 steps to qualify for the rumored Base airdrop. He's got a step-by-step on here, a little bit different than the other one, but they do have this thing coming up, Cat Fight or something. Welcome to Cat Attack. NFTs are there. If this is your bag, then look for people who do airdrops, because I am not going to walk anybody through airdrop unless it's just staking and you're supposed to get it. I've talked about 2 that I'm doing that are kind of along that line, and that's the time level that I have. That's the freedom that I have to be able to do. So, all right, I think that's it. Again, really shaky on what's going to happen between now and the halvening. So let me know what your thoughts are. If you have any interest in my book, drop me a line. You can put a note on YouTube. That'd be great. And maybe when I get some going, maybe I'll send a couple sample copies out for you guys to review. It's just a short to medium length book. It's not a huge, thick thing by any means. Just, probably 75 to 100 pages. I haven't really figured out how the format will be in the end, but something you could read in about an hour and a half to 2 hours. All right, so that's it, and that's all, and I am out of here.